This video was captured by Marco. The young man states that he's working the night shift in one of the local mines, and that ever since their company has started working on this project, he and his colleagues can always hear some inexplicable screams from inside the old and darkened tunnels. Some even swear to have seen strange things in there that didn't really make sense to them. This night, Marco wanted to record one of the most notorious areas of this mine for friends and family, and this is when he captured the following.
Muchos compañeros no querían estar ahí, decían que los asustaban mucho e incluso decía que veían gente dentro de ese polvorín abandonado.
Marco had no idea what this creepy creature was, and it startled him quite a bit. He showed the footage to his colleagues. At this point, the team was pretty much certain that these mines indeed were haunted. I mean, what else could be going on here? Is this maybe an inexplicable being? Really hard to say. Now we are taking a look at another really odd dashcam recording, which was taken by a man who was on the way home one night. He tells us that it is pretty uncommon to come across people on that road, since it's very narrow and not intended for pedestrians. It was also very late that night, slimming down the chances that anybody would decide to walk these streets. Nevertheless, he came across a strange woman. The woman seems to be wearing red clothing of some sorts, but she's not carrying any light source, meaning that she must have been walking up that road for hours in pitch darkness. But the man didn't think anything of it and drove past her, only to run into her again a few minutes later. How was that possible? How could the lady be walking up this pitch-black mountain road faster than a car? Of course this is impossible, and the man was sure that he must have captured a ghost that night.
A while ago, a viewer and fan from the channel MindCTV had inherited the house of his former grandfather, and it appeared that the same building seemed to inherit some kind of entity, since the man saw some really strange things at night, and also was witness to inexplicable sounds, and he even saw furniture being moved in front of his own eyes. Tonight the team from MindCTV traveled to the house and started to conduct an investigation. Let's see what they could find. Besides their SLS camera malfunctioning, they captured this thing in the window.
I'm trying not to, bro. It just, I feel like someone's looking at me from over there. Cause the light's aiming over there, it's just weird. And that face on the wall too. There's just things like from that direction that are right at us.
After a short Ovilus session, they think they have heard the piano playing, which would be pretty odd since nobody else was at home.
telling you, I think I heard the piano. We'll have to listen to the tape, but like, I thought I heard something over the, and look, there's actually a key pressed down, look. Maybe that was it.
And then, via a Ouija board, they try to open the portal to directly contact whatever is inheriting this home. Probably a bad idea. You should never play with forces. You don't know what you're doing, so don't try this at home. Then they play with the piano again, to connect to the spirit directly, and they might have opened the door without even knowing.
And, go ahead, make a sound. Can you give us a little sound?
All of a sudden, the whole house starts shaking forcefully, and our two investigators are pretty startled. What could be the reason for this? Is it a dark entity, letting them know that they're no longer welcome here? Incredible activity. Now it's time to take a look at an update from user Dino Nuggets, who's keeping us on the edge of our seats for several months now with another pretty unsettling case involving pretty eerie shadow encounters in his own house. He has caught this thing several times in the past, and the last time we had taken a look at was when a paranormal investigator was spooked out of his basement after probably coming across the dwelling shadow entity. After Dino started contacting the shadow entity tonight in the basement, he also seems to have a creepy encounter with it.
I just want to talk, man. Man, stupid.
Did this thing spook him out of there as well? But it didn't stop there. Dino woke up to loud noises in his bedroom, and then the following unfolded.
No! What do you want? Get out of my house, man!
The shadow seems to have made it into his bedroom, seemingly towering over him, as he was still in the bed. How terrifying. I can't wait to see how this case will further develop. Our next video was captured by a CCTV camera in a mall. The story goes that neither the security staff nor customers could see what was going on at the time. Myself, I'm actually not too sure what exactly happened that particular day, and it left me with an eerie feeling. Notice how the security guard controlling the mouse makes us aware of a childlike figure that was captured on the security footage. It is an unusual thin shape that reminds me a lot of a shadow figure. The movement as well is pretty odd. I've never seen many people moving like that. See how the girl just stands still.
This goes on for several moments in which we don't see the shadow move once. To me, the shape at this point looks way more like a human than moments earlier. Security staff stated that they could not see the girl in person in the actual mall. But then there is a guard who, in my opinion, notices the girl sitting on the ground very clearly. But I have no idea what exactly happens next. It baffles my mind. The shape follows two customers, phases through one of them, and disappears at the end of the hallway. How do you explain this phenomenon? Was it simply a little girl? And this whole video just a hoax? How else could the customers just walk past the shape?
The next clip comes to us from China and is an investigation of an area known as Corpse Island. The channel, Supernatural, features a small group of paranormal investigators that visit lots of haunted and abandoned locations. This derelict building they are visiting in this episode appears to have been a morgue in the past, since it is rumored to still have some coffins inside. The team is checking out one of the doorways when something catches the cameraman's eye. What appears to be either a woman or a young girl is briefly seen in the doorway before disappearing behind the wall. Unfortunately, this was not their last spirit encounter for the night. Again, we can see just the side of what appears to be some sort of figure, but once the light is shined on them, they once again disappear quickly. They make it further into this old building and find a room that seems to be full of coffins, along with various items that appear to belong to shrines for the dead inside. Did you hear that too? Was this a moaning? How's that possible? The team hears a crashing noise behind them and decides to exit the location as quickly as possible. What do you guys make of this investigation? Do you think the team may have upset some spirits by coming to this location? The following was sent by Jem, and it was on a nightly ghost investigation close to a local forest. Right at the entrance, there seemed to be an old building, and really close to it, people could hear strange noises ever so often, at least according to the reports.
Could Jem maybe capture something from another realm that night?
The next video was found by Brian and forwarded to me. It's not of best of quality, but what is transpiring on this video is quite interesting. It was captured by two friends who were just on their way home. The story goes that when the two heard some unusual weeping noises from the streets, they started recording, and then came across this. It looks like a figure in a white dress that seemingly vanishes for a brief moment after appearing out of thin air again. Some believe this to be the ghost of a lady that is walking the streets at night here. Could this be so? Is it maybe something more explainable? A light reflection of some sorts? Or what do you think?
This video was forwarded to me and it features a TikTok user named Sammy Guess, who just wanted to prank her little sister by surprising her with an unannounced visit into her room to startle her a little. But this turned into something different. Their home is apparently really old and it's not the first time that mysterious events have unfolded. Is it haunted though? Let's see.
Hey, let's go get my sister. Hey, Charlie, watch out. What are you doing? Got you, me. Got you. Go, 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 go. Okay. Hey, Charlie. Oh my God, Danny.
What?
Literally, someone just ran in here, I think.
Huh?
Someone just ran in your room.
Well, after seeing all of that, it is pretty safe to say that there are some really creepy things going on. Have you seen the shadow person to the left? It is pretty odd looking, to say the least, and it just can't be seen for a couple of frames before the girls ran past it. How terrifying. And what about that thing they caught peeking around the corner? is it the same thing that we saw just moments earlier? Very likely, in my opinion. Is it a legit capture? We can't be certain here. Again, could just be a friend or a family member, but it's pretty creepy.
The next video is quite strange and was recorded by a young woman in Querétaro, which is home to a quite famous dam in the area called the Centenario de Tequiscuapa Dam. Several accidents had occurred there over the years, from people gone missing and even remains that were being found in there. Prior to the next video we want to take a look at, The Dark Dimension had featured a mysterious user submission which showed another inexplicable incident in the waters of that dam. A man had recorded a glowing person standing in the waters. Strange for sure, but now we're taking a look at the video from the young woman, who also visited the dam with a couple of friends one night, and they saw something similar. Keep in mind, the waters of the dam are incredibly deep, so it is impossible for any human to stand in there.
Sí, ya se metió hasta fondo, hasta la casi hasta la mitad.
Es que no sale aquí. Vean esto.
Ok, gracias.
Ay, ya lo vi. ¿Es ese, no? Señor, véngase.
Véngase.
Camine, siga la luz para acá.
No, hágase usted para acá.
Véngase para acá. ¿Sí viene?
Sí.
Véngase para acá. Venga. Señor, venga para acá.
Tráigalo con la mano. Háganse para acá. Tráigalo. Tráigalo en la mano.
Güey, que trae una pistola.
Oye, tráigalo en la mano. Vámonos.
How is this possible? How could anybody be illuminated like that and walk through extremely deep waters unbothered? To many, it's without a doubt that we are seeing a real ghost sighting here, and I have to say, I do agree. Now we are taking a look at another unsettling recording, which was initially recorded by the CCTV camera of a company. The girl in this video is explaining to us that the parking garage in particular to pretty frightening sightings and noises, especially at night, when she and her colleague are on their way to their cars after their shifts. They have seen strange shadow people walking the empty garage, and even report to have heard their names being called, amongst other inexplicable noises. One of the security guards, however, might have caught one of these beings on the security systems one night, which freaked the whole staff out, to say the least.
Oigan, les voy a enseñar algo que pasó súper extraño aquí en el trabajo. Imagínense que hay un estacionamiento. Déjenlo voltear. Es este. Chequen esto, porfa. Y ahorita les anexo la evidencia.
It's quite hard to explain what we are seeing here, but some commenters believe that it looks like a floating torso, which is ducked forward a bit and floating past the elevator doors. The security staff does not believe this to be a light reflection or cobwebs of any sort, and also point out that this thing seems to have super tiny legs or thighs or whatever that's supposed to be. A paranormal entity, perhaps. Without any doubt, believe most of the staff. What's your explanation for this sighting? Quite mysterious. And given all the other weird incidents in the parking garage, it makes one wonder if this is real ghostly activity that they have captured here.